Hey, what's happening? It is Dwayne with Off Grit, and I'm out here on another windy day in southern Arizona, here in Cochise County. And I just wanted to show you all around, show you what's been going on since the last video. It's starting to get hot here, and what happens out here is that we have really short springs here, notoriously short springs in Arizona, in southern Arizona. So it basically goes from being chilly to hot as hell, and your body, sometimes it takes a while to adjust to that. So what happened to me yesterday was I got a little bit of heat exhaustion because I came out and just kept working and working and working, and before you know it, I started getting that feeling when you get like heat exhaustion. And so I was out for most of the day yesterday, and so just something to mention to you guys: if you come out to the desert, just keep that in mind. It's real easy, because what really gets you out here, it's not so much the heat, because it's honestly not super hot for us. It's only like 90 degrees right now, but the sun will get you. As you can see behind me here, there's not a cloud in the sky. So if you're out in the direct sun, it will sneak up on you pretty fast. It'll drain you, and so that's what happened. And I'm kind of just taking it easy today, so I figured I'd make a video and just show you all around here. And here we go. Alright, so starting here, as you know, some of you that watched a previous video, I was talking about getting a tractor, and I did just that. And what you're looking at is a 1968 Ford 3500 industrial tractor. My neighbor up the hill actually has two of these tractors. One of them he's had for over 30 years. So I was already aware that this was, a reliable tractor. This was back in Ford's heyday. So this is a 3-cylinder gas engine. It's got a lot of leaks and things that need to be repaired, but for the money that I paid for it, it's worth it when you look at new models and everything. So right now I don't use it a lot. Really, I just use it to move mostly for the loader now. Just moving dirt around. Up on the hill there, you can see I got some concrete mix, had that delivered, and what I've been doing now is mixing my own concrete. If you mix your own concrete, if you go to the gravel yards and you get the concrete mix and you mix it yourself, you're going to save over 50% as opposed to buying the bags of it, the pre-made bags. So when you're doing a lot, it adds up pretty quick, and like I said, you'll save over 50%. And honestly, you probably save a little bit of time too, because when you got to go pick up the bags yourself and pick up all that weight, you're gonna, depending on the type of truck you have or trailer, you're gonna have to probably make multiple trips if you're getting hundreds of bags. And I'm in the shed right now, in the pallet shed, and you can see I wanted to put a concrete floor in here. So starting, what I do here is I put little slabs, that way I can work on it as I go, because this is ultimately going to be covered with tile. We're going to do some tile work in here. We're going to put some nice walls in here and make it pretty. So it's a pretty rough slab, because once we put the mortar down for the tile and everything, actually having a rougher floor is a little better. So it's not pretty, but this whole area in here is going to be covered with concrete, and that's what we're doing in here. And simultaneously, when I get a chance, I go over to the earth bag, and here we are. So you can see, still here in the same spot it was last time I showed you. Basically right now, what I've been doing is I had to put this moisture barrier around the base like I told y'all I was going to do here. And so you can see I have it buried. It's coming out about 2.5, 3 foot in some spots, and I have it buried in the ground. And then it comes up the side, and here's the beginning of the stone masonry wall that I'm putting up. It'll eventually come up and cover up all that tarp. It's vinyl tarp from billboard tarps. Basically, I go online and buy billboard tarps, cut them, and they make great moisture barriers for this kind of stuff. So that's what I do with that. And so The base here, I'm just doing concrete around the base because it's going to be hidden anyways, and it's a little cheaper to do. So basically what I do here is I got all these rocks that I picked up with the loader. You can see here, I picked them all up by hand, but then I use the loader to get them out, get them over here. And what I'm doing is just putting a stone wall around this, just like we wanted to do. And eventually this structure is going to be kind of a red clay color to it, and all these logs that go around here are going to be stripped of their bark, and I'm going to put a nice coating on them so it'll look really cool. And going inside the earth bag structure, it's a little messy in here. Everything's a mess here right now. We're always in some state of doing something, so it's never going to be perfect here. So I come in, got to keep the snakes out of here. So it's a lot cooler in here, I can tell you that. I don't know exactly the temperature. Here come my dogs. Come on in, girl. Yeah, they're not stupid. They come in here when it's cold or when it's hot, and they like it in here. So yeah, you can see here, this is a whole. If you guys remember, I had a big opening right here in the ceiling, and basically what I wanted to do is we couldn't quite figure out what we wanted to do, so we had it open for a while and we're thinking about it, and decided to just put a normal skylight in here. This is a 2 foot by 4 foot skylight. Eventually I want to put a cover on this. I'll explain that in a different video why, but it has to do with farming and some of the stuff. I'm basically growing mushrooms, so I don't want light in here sometimes. Over here, so sorry about that, we cut out. Over here, this is a nice port opening for a wood burning stove that I'll eventually be putting in here. I looked up online to make sure that my spacing was good enough for what I wanted, so that I don't burn the place down. But yeah, I left this space open here so we can run a port up through here. And the wood burning stove is gonna go right here so we can save some energy. But yeah, that's that. That's what I've been up to. Also, I put a roof on top of this thing. We got a metal corrugated roof with rubberized coating. Got some dirty laundry, and this is kind of our chill place where I come in here. It's my fake fur seat. I like to sit down, and then I can get on the interwebs and look at stuff. So hope y'all are doing well. It's been an adjustment for us out here because of the heat, but we're getting along just fine. I like to make as many videos as I can, but as you know, I've said it in previous videos, it's not my first priority, but I do want to share what I'm doing with everyone. So I hope y'all are having a good time doing your projects, and please spread the word. I appreciate it. Talk to you soon.